Welcome back, guys. It is Wednesday, and if you're here, you're probably obsessed with charts. It is a rather sideways Wednesday, and I've been scouring the charts, trying to find some kind of spice. I did my best. We'll see. If you guys have some suggestions, you want to tell me what you're looking at, that might help me out. That'd be great. So, got the chat pulled up, gonna be keeping a closer eye on it. Just a really quick intro. Let's see. Bitcoin, the only really spicy thing I could find that you're unlikely to find on other channels or from other analysts is right here in front of us. Let me make sure that screen's good. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Move this over just like an inch. There we go. It's good, baby. On the 3-day chart, using the Ichimoku cloud, we see a lot of kind of trippy lines here, but zooming in, we're finally getting a pretty spicy signal. So to properly intro you to this signal, I'm going to go back to January of this year, just a few months ago. Feels like maybe years ago, but just a few months ago, our Bitcoin ETF was approved. That was right here at the top of this candle. On the 3-day, we got this signal, a cross down and then a cross back up. That cross led us to new all-time highs, 75K, and basically the price we're at now. So what gets spicy and what you're not going to find elsewhere is this analysis right here. Ooh, there it is. This analysis. There we go. We have the cross down earlier in May, and now with 7 hours to go, we may be getting that cross back up. Obviously, not a great candle, not the same candle as we saw on the ETF approval, but there is still time. This could close green, and we're getting our up cross above the cloud again. So is this going to send Bitcoin on a parabolic run? I think so. I don't believe the top is in. While we may see some lower lows, maybe down in the 66Ks, maybe even as low as 59 something, more highs are coming, just like we do in our community. More highs are always coming, boys. That cross up is a very bullish signal, and to get it finally is actually pretty relieving. If we're going to talk about upside targets, where's it going to go, Tom? Tell me the future, Tom. Let's just use our FIB tool. Easy peasy. The immediate upside target on a break, and we'll say on a close, above 73.8. Going to be looking for 60, not 60, man, what year is this? 89.9, maybe as high as $87,000. Our measured move target sits at 69,500. And while this sideways price action can really get us kind of in the vibe of Bitcoin moves so slow, it's not going to do anything. It hasn't done anything. It's going to take forever to get to these prices. That makes sense. It's intuitive. However, that is just not how it seems to operate. On these times where we see volatility contract, and we certainly are, with smaller and smaller moves basically every day, we almost always end up breaking that pattern with a big explosive move. We've seemingly forgotten that Bitcoin has broken an all-time high this year because sentiment just isn't there. Somebody asked me in the Discord yesterday, Tom, what was it like in 2020? What was it like in March and then into like October? What was it like? Was it like today? And honestly, not really. March 2020 was the biggest capitulation fear event ever. People had doubts that Bitcoin would even exist after. Out of a 1 to 10, it was a 10. We haven't seen anything like that. Now, maybe the FTX collapse, the cascading leverage, unwinding, banks going insolvent. Maybe we have something similar here, but it was definitely on different terms. And so what was October like back here? October, man, I still remember it. We were streaming live. We were the only bulls on YouTube. I don't know a single other person who was looking for up at this point. After March 2020, sentiment was wiped. Everybody was basically just fed up. And what we saw was the most concrete, solidified disbelief on the rally to the upside. So there are different kind of mechanics at play here, I'd say. The sentiment is different. The price action is different. It isn't really like then. Does that mean that we're not in a bull run or that we're not going higher? No, but it is different. And almost in the same way, all of this previous run was different. Almost nothing since 2021, honestly, since April of 2021, has really been kind of the Bitcoin that we know and love or have observed over time. Seems to have a different vibe to it. And we can throw all kinds of narratives and reasons at that, ETFs, etc. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. We just watch the charts. Does that change? Does this kind of vibe change matter? I would argue not. And I would also argue that eventually, in hindsight, I bet we look back and are like, actually, that was really similar. It didn't feel like it at the time, but it's really similar in hindsight. So I am looking for higher highs this year. With the Bitcoin ETF, with now our Ethereum ETF, I don't have a date for that still. I have no idea when it'll start trading the spot ETF. Apparently, they're sneaking in a leveraged ETF before the spot ETF, and I know that begins trading on the 4th of June. I don't know when the spot ETF is, but it is a strange argument to say that an ETF would be bearish. Doesn't mean insta-moon, but certainly it is a bullish overall and especially in the long run event. So I think those two things are going to carry the market higher. And here we are at the end of May. What's going on, Joey Duck? I see you, my friend. Adam Thomas, Sin, Joshua, Derek, Miller, Japernicus, Sol ETF soon. Guys, I don't think we're going to get a Sol ETF. You know what, though? I also will say I didn't think we would get an Ethereum ETF second. So maybe I'm wrong again. Maybe I'm not the best ETF caller. Something that we can reflect on today. Think of this. When I started crypto, or even maybe when you started crypto, the thought of Bitcoin being currency or even being acknowledged by like the US government was absurd. To say someday the government will like hold Bitcoin or we'll have a spot ETF was bonkers. People would make fun of you 100%. They would say you're a moon boy, pipe dream, blah, blah. And now here we are in 2024, and we've had 2 ETFs approved this year. People are now talking about a third. Things change, man. We have gone from the impossible to the possible, to the reality. This is a spicy time, really, no matter how you cut it. We might see this summer be boring. That'd be very Bitcoin. Even if we do, not a big deal. That's pretty standard. We are going to continue to see this climb higher, whether it's at the end of summer, whether it's even in the next 2 days into the end of May. I don't know. Nobody knows. Certainly lots of people will guess. I think that's kind of my whole intro. Is that the whole intro? Pickle, I'm going to throw on some tunes, man. Tell me how the audio is. Too loud, not loud enough. Let me know. I haven't checked this music out before. That was ballsy. There we go. Just a little background jamming. A little background drum and bass. There we go. Right on. Right on. So where are we at? I showed you the 3-day Ichimoku cloud. We got the cross. This day really not looking great though. Not looking like a great close. The only thing I can really say about this 3-day candle, I'd like to see it close above 67.9. Invalidate that bearish engulf, but with this tall wick we've had over the last 72 hours, it's not looking that likely, honestly. I think we get an ugly close. I would love to be wrong. The only positive, higher lows. We're seeing our lows come up on these wicks, getting a little like fish bony, you know, fish bones, all these little wicks, all these little bones. Pretty much the only read, the only thing I can get on that. It wouldn't surprise me to see further sideways kind of consolidation. Not a lot of volatility. That's okay. We've got other stuff moving, and maybe that's what I should have talked about. We've got other charts pulling some very spicy moves, and we'll take a look at those like PEPE. FLOKI, I think, starting to make moves as well. SHIB showing its first signs of life in a while. Link. Actually, Link is traded higher than the last stream. So we'll take a look at Link. What else should we be looking at, chat? I'm pulling the chat up. I'm reading it. What should we look at? What's up, Oliver? Joshua. My man, Stu. J Day. What's up with the 6.5 billion in options expirations today? I could rant about that. Options themselves is certainly not my wheelhouse. I'm not a TradFi trader, never have been. Something that I would say to you is we hear that same story all the time. And it's not that it isn't true. It is true. But there's almost always an absurd in the billions amount of futures expiring at any given time. I don't know enough about them to really get into them. I guess you'd have to see what this, I don't know. Nah, I'm not even going to comment. I want to say something stupid. Derek Merrill's looking at Chiliz. Miller are the graph. All right, link first. We'll go into link DJ Monty. I'll pull up the link. Let me actually just take a peek at the corn. Lower low versus yesterday, lower high. Didn't actually make it back to 69.4. All right. We did fill this gap at 66.2 on the 23rd, lower high. If we lose 66.2, I mean, the immediate downside target, 65.250 from May 16th and 17th. It's a little fair value gap, order block, whatever you want to call it. Not a bad target. Let's use our fib tool here pretty quick. Link first. ETHFI. What's ETHFI, Fusa? Never heard of ETHFI. By the way, if you could, guys, could you please take a moment, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you've hit that like button for the stream. If you're new to this channel, what we do here is we try to do an emotionless, no FOMO, no FUD, just charts, just logic take. And that's rare here. It might not be what you think you need, but I promise you, if you want to be in crypto long term, it's definitely what you need. You need this. If you get caught up in all the clickbaits, even though we've been kind of doing some clickbait there, getting caught up in the clickbait and all of the crazy stories, man, you're just gonna keep chasing tops and selling bottoms. So you found the right place. I appreciate it. Also, shout out to our sponsors, LuxAlgo. Use my link. You can get a 1-month risk-free trial with my link, as well as Meta Signals. We're getting those signals pumped directly into our Discord right now for free. So join our Discord, links at the top of the chat. Both of our sponsors links in the video description below. Check them out. Let's get in there. What's up, Zachary Martin? You put down that pen yet? Nah, not yet. Someday. Options expirations are typically on Friday. You wish Dixie could take a huge dump? Kind of has. I think it showed a little bit more strength since we looked at it last, but it was not looking good, man. Last week's close was savage for the dollar. Let me see here, looking just downward, right? We're on red candle, second red candle potentially. Let's look downward. We look down towards our fib retracements. Our 618 sits suspiciously close to 61.5, an unfilled fair value gap down here. Of course, throwing this on the chart, maybe the scalper's gonna be maybe taking a swing here at 65.3, 65.2 if it comes. Wow. Having trouble. I see you guys hitting those emojis. I like it. Keep them going. Turbo? Yeah, we can update Turbo. By the way, guys, when we pull up Turbo, I'm going to do my best not to gloat because wow, did we call that. Holy crap. Holy crap. Man. Nothing really here. The only thing that maybe I'm keeping an eye on, kind of watching here, is in the thumbnail. It does look like we've broken whatever uptrend we were on a very low time frame, like on the hourly. We'll have to see how the rest of the day plays out. It doesn't really have an energetic kind of move afterwards. I don't know if I trust this yet. Maybe broken. We'll see. We're going to go over to the link next. DJ Crown in the house on Wednesday. We're going to go to the link. Then we're going to go to Turbo. Then we're going to look at whatever else you guys want to look at. You got NVIDIA pulled up as well. Do link first. $1 American dollar is $1 American dollar. That's right. That's right. First takes on link here. Before I even get into link's chart, like specifically, I want to make a greater statement. God, this volume is always too loud in my ear. There we go. I want to make like a greater statement. A lot of the crypto market, if not all of the crypto market, sold off in April. A lot of charts have something similar going on to Link. And you guys know one of my favorite kind of alpha tools is when we find a pattern play out on one chart, I like to go and search other charts for a similar pattern that has not broken out yet. So this might be a nice little bullish bump, a little hopium, a little line of hopium for you. Link fell and painted a very clean bear flag. As you guys know, I say it every time, I don't trust flags in crypto, so I wasn't really expecting this to break to the downside. But more importantly, Link very much broke to the upside. A lot of charts right now have this bear flag. A lot of them haven't broken up yet. We see Link breaking to the upside on this pattern. It's not a crazy thought to maybe plan a trade around some of these other charts that are still in that lower high, higher low bear flag formation. I'm sure we'll find them. I'm sure we'll look at a few of them during the stream today. What is that? Like a hair on my neck? What's going on here? I went to the gym. Maybe I'm just sweaty. All right, let's get into the Link. Music too loud. All right, turn down a little bit. Let's see if anybody thinks it's too loud after that. TA and techno. The music is loud. All right, I get 2 complaints. I asked how the volume was. You guys said it was good. There we go. Better. For all those who are complaining it's too loud, I'm a reasonable man. Also, the volume you hear is different from the volume I hear, so I can never really tell if it's too loud for you guys. Not afraid of a little music, little beats. All right, sounds good. Here for the jams? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right, let's go. Let's get into this Link chart. I'm going to zoom out just as we always do, a little top-down analysis. Because that's, if you're not doing this, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know how you're trading. I don't know how you're doing TA. If you're not doing top-down analysis, you're wild. On the last stream, we talked about Link because it was breaking out then. It chilled out for a while, but it did today put in a higher high. And on the last stream, what did we talk about? Well, I brought up the fact that April's large red candle has revealed a pretty brain dead target for many charts into the end of the May. And that is April's open. Easy. Let's see. For Link, that was a 1917. Let's go to the day. Where did we touch today? There it is, boys. There it is. I said, find charts that are looking like this or heading back to that April open. That's going to be a great taking profit target. Here it is at 17. Link touching that today. Profit takers, maybe watching Tom Crown coming in, selling some of their Link, taking a little profit. Good on them. Good on them. Obviously, closing above 1917 is going to be an incredibly strong close for Link. After April's showers, maybe we have some May flowers. Yeah, that's a good one. I know it's a good one. That's a real good one. Back to April's open. Here's the problem. We don't have a lot of time in May. This needs to keep it up. Now, the rejection, or at least the profit taking at 1917 has not been awful. We haven't seen a big rejection. That is good. That's a good sign. We still have 2 days to go. Link can put in some gains or even really just hold here, close bullish engulf, and then we're going to be looking for some much bigger upside targets. $27, $30. Easy if we get a strong close this month. However, we got to play both sides. We got to look at the chart both ways. I don't think I even really need to say anything to a lot of you for you to understand what I'm about to caution you about. Link potentially could be painting a rather large head and shoulders. We have a left shoulder, a right shoulder. Now, the rally so far is very encouraging, but it hasn't gotten us out of the potential for this to play out. So if we do see Link reject, that would likely be today or tomorrow before May closes. If we see sellers come in with some real gusto, we may be looking for this pattern to play out. Now, the neckline probably sitting around 12-13. Here's what likely will be confirmation for me. Link selling off and moving and closing, let's say, a daily candle below 1691, and specifically and especially if this happens in May and not in June. That'll be, for me, a little bit of risk off, a little bit of caution. But for now, this is looking good. You're right up at weekly resistance, which is also coincidentally monthly resistance. This is there's some payments for the Piper here at this level. But Link is holding up great. Is doing great so far. You just got to look at both sides. Closed today above 1877. You got a bullish engulf. Right underneath the resistance. Not bad. Not bad. Let me see if our indicator's got anything for us. Market cipher B, that money flow on the day actually looks rather good. Rather good. Lows coming up here, giving us that rollover signal that we love to see when we're waiting for upside. MACD. Buying momentum started to wane until the 26th, 27th of May, and that started to pick up yet again into this rally. Not bad at all. Actually, very nice. Let's pull up some others. Let's pull up some other stuff. See, LuxAlgo. Of course, LuxAlgo was bullish on this before me. 1550. Well done, Lux. Get out of that week. Trend's still kind of in jeopardy here, and I would agree. Guys, LuxAlgo is our sponsor, and MetaSignals, but just like everything, you shouldn't take anything as like I'll just blindly follow this, right? We don't do that. Even when I place trades here, please don't just blindly follow them. You could use them as a crutch or as a boon for your own analysis. LuxAlgo agreeing with me here. Very, very close to flipping back to that bullish trend, but still questions. Likely detecting something like that. I think if you can get a close above 1917, that's going to flip back green, and we're going to see that move to 30 rather quickly. Rather quick. Let's see. Beautiful. Like, beautiful, man. Link has performed just the most classic SR flip. Check this out. We're on the hourly. Resistance into 17, higher low. Broke above resistance. Back tested it. Resistance became support. And you moved up to the next resistance. Trading can be that easy. You do your top-down analysis. Identify your major supports and resistances on, say, the monthly and weekly time frames. Trading can be that easy. When it sells off, it goes to support, bounces, goes back to resistance. Eventually, that cycle breaks, but it can be that easy. This approach, I think, is super strong here. We're very zoomed in, so of course, the lower time frames we go, the less confident the analysis becomes. But just looking at this hourly, man, you tested 19, you fell. Where did you go? Right back to your low time frame support. I'm looking for a bounce and run. I'm looking for a bump and run here. What do you guys think? Chat. Link up or down right now into the end of May. You're sorry you're in a funny mode. Adam, never apologize for being in a funny mood. What do you think? Up or down? Then we're going to move on to the next chart. As spicy as Karen Salsa. Chris Pax thinks up. Jonah says down. We're 1-1. 2-1 up. 3 up. Bump and run. Let her rip. 4 up. 5 up. 6 up. 7 up. 8 up. 9 up. All right. I do too. I think we do too. It's going to be interesting. May doesn't have a lot of time left, but it's very, very close to looking very, very good. Let's get it, Link. I don't know that much Link, but I don't care. Up infinity. All right. Up infinity for you, Teve. Up infinity. Newbie here learning. What's up, Kerry Ross? If you're new here, make sure you're subscribed, of course, but jump into that Discord. Discord is going to be one of your most valuable free tools if you're new. Absolutely. People are chatting in there 24/7 about crypto trading. Josh is usually freaking out about something. It's a good time. As well as check out our educational playlist. I have a free trading course on YouTube. There is no paid course. It's all free, baby. A lot of alpha in there. All right, let's move on from Link. Just burn this into your memory. Burn it. That is a gorgeous candle, man. Very few people probably saw a retest of 19 coming at the end of April. Very few. Let's go to Turbo. I'm going to do my best not to gloat, but I mean, when you kill it, right? Spade's a spade. Turbo, we got the early call here. If you were tuned in, I don't know, last week at some point, looking at Turbo. Turbo was approaching that all-time high. It eventually broke it. I tweeted about it. Can't stop saying that. Tweeted about it. If Turbo doesn't reject from this all-time high, 0042, it's looking at 10x. Now, there can never be a guarantee it's going to 10x, but using the same analysis that we use on every chart, we get a target of just over 5 cents. Using our FIB tool, we connect our all-time high to our bear market low. Boom. Our 1618 at 5 cents. I didn't even want to share the measured move target because I think this is likely just going to get people in trouble. I'm not going to even say the number. That seems unlikely, but crazier things have happened in crypto for sure. I don't want to get people jazzed up and thinking they should FOMO into this. So last time we looked at Turbo, I keep saying Link. We said there is no real resistance above Link. It's broken its all-time high. It's in price discovery, meaning there is no trapped buyers. There's no one who got suckered into the top and then is looking to get back out. We do have profit takers. Blessed be the profit takers. And so instead of looking for resistance, we look for areas that we might expect people to take profit. And I shared with you guys the boringest, easiest answer, 1 cent. It's a nice psychological number. And if you think about it, all these people buying Turbo, whoever it was, if you're just random Joe on the street, you bought it for a fraction of a cent, where do you want to sell it? Like, what is the logical move? If you're not a trader, really, you're just jumping in, you bought this stuff. If like your mom or your dad were trading, what number would they pick? They'd probably pick 1 cent because it's just a number that they know. It's a number they can comprehend. They're not going to say 0.09843 fractions of a cent, right? They're going to go with the psychological numbers. So since the last stream, Turbo reached up almost perfectly to that 1 cent target. I will take the L. It did not hit 1 cent. It hit 0.00987, at least on BitGet. It might have hit 1 cent on other exchanges. Maybe I should be easier on myself. But we said likely profit takers will come in at this level. And so this is not necessarily something to worry about, but it might be the number you look to lock in a little bit of profits on a winning position. These psychological numbers do tend to be road bumps in the way to higher highs. Rarely do they actually stop rallies. You see them reverse midterm and then resume continuation most of the time. So what am I looking for next? We might not get it. Might not get it. But a back test of that previous all-time high. Easy. This was resistance. You broke resistance. And yes, you did kind of back test it. Kind of. Immediately consolidated there. Not bad. But now we're going to look for that to be tested as support. That's like 0.041 cents. If it does move back there, and honestly, if I was going to play this, I'd probably be just be looking at like 5 cents. Or not 5, sorry, 0.5 cents. I hate fractions, man. Fractions are annoying. Probably be looking to enter there, front run it a little bit. I think that this is still going to move to 5.2 cents or 5 cents. If we get a weekly, a daily close will be the signal, but a weekly close or something below 0.039, likely coming on back down and paying the piper at these untested previous resistances. That could be as low as 0.015. That's a big drop, right? 77%. This is the ultimatum, the double-edged sword of micro cap S-coining, man. You can get that 5 cent, 1000% gain, but you also might end up with a really heavy bag. You might end up with that -80. So I do want to caution you guys against FOMOing in. If you are feeling that FOMO on it, at least you didn't buy yesterday at the top. At least you didn't buy at 1 cent, right? You waited a little bit, you got a little bit of a haircut, you saved yourself some money. Actually, 26% off. Well done. This is the setup. This is what I'm looking for. When we're in price discovery, we have a lot less to work with. We have a lot less tools to use. And really only the fib and psychological like numbers and levels seem to have any real relevance to the chart. Turbo's looking good, man. Looking good. Could take who knows how long. This could happen over the course of an entire month. Or we could see it quick. Who knows? What do you guys think? Is Turbo moving to 5 cents? Is it going to move to 5 cents? Let's say this year. What do you think, Chad? You guys said Link was going to be moving up. I'm interested to see if you think Turbo is. By the way, out transparency, I own no Turbo. I'm calling for 10x. I own none of it. I always tell you guys when I own stuff. I don't pump my own bags, except for Bitcoin and maybe Litecoin at times, but you can see how effective I am at that. Lars is looking for that 5 cent. What's up, Janix? How you doing, bro? 5 cents, says Fabio. All right. Cardano. Might look at Cardano. Cardano has not moved much. Total cool enough. Yeah, seen a lot of stuff. Hey, Bad Baptist, I was talking about you earlier, man. You went back, you got the shout out. That is the grand reveal. That was Bad Baptist, our guy in chat right here, who was talking about 2020. Got to go back to the beginning of the stream to see that if you missed it. By the way, we have not had a lot of new subscribers, probably because nothing's happening. But I know we have some people out there tuning in for the first time, or maybe not, but that are not subscribed. Please do me this favor. Hit that button, make this number roll over. Let me shout you out. And actually, maybe I should put my money where my mouth is. Ramesh, what's up, man? I see you subscribed during the live stream. Felicia Piotr Lursky, Mylan Sanchez, Pran Krishna, Francis Alejo, Alex Popov, and Indra. All subscribe during this live stream. Be like them. Claim your spot in the Tom Crown fam. That's right. You're new too? Yeah, that's right, Black Sales. You're very new. Remember, money is being manipulated. The money itself or the markets? Or both. Probably both. What about WorldCoin? Why do people like WorldCoin? I don't get it. It's like people specifically want like the most centralized thing. Guys, if you want centralized crap, just go back to stocks. It's all centralized. Look at GME and AMC. They're just printing out new shares when it goes up. I don't know why people like this stuff. The guy, Kendu Inu Martini wants to see Kendu. Surprising. You love what Turbo did for you? Nice, dude. Mad props. If you jumped in this, mad props. Turbo's such a banger. Yeah, it has been. It has been. Let's look at Ethereum. We haven't looked at Ethereum. It was big news last week. Seems to already have cooled off that ETF hype. Well done. That was quick. Ethereum hanging out right here. I did this before the stream. Basically looking at that golden Fibonacci retracement level. Boom. Right here, 3,750. Hoping for a bounce. Now, if you do follow me on Twitter or you're in the Discord, you probably saw that I sold some Ethereum recently. How do you feel about that? I'm trying to find the screenshot. Show you the receipts. Do you think it was a good move or a bad move? Finding the receipts, one sec. I hope it was a bad move. Really hope it was a bad move. There it is. Boom. Right here. Good move, bad move. Sold about $10,000 worth of Ethereum. 3,850. I didn't feel good. It didn't feel good. I didn't enjoy doing it. It was for tax purposes. I hope I get wrecked on that trade. I hope that trade, hope I look back someday and I'm like, I effed that up so bad. Yeah. Tillin actually has the only correct answer. The correct answer is you had a reason to do it, so you did it. Thus, it's the right move. I think that's a great like mindset to have in trading. You got a reason, whether that reason is your trading plan, life, taxes, whatever it is. Mine was taxes. That's all that matters. If it's the right decision for you. What's up, 𝐂𝐴𝐻𝐾odes? Depends if we flip 4K or not. Well, grand reveal. I have a lot more Ethereum. That wasn't even like half of my Ethereum. I want to give too many numbers here because I know people are piecing that together somewhere. I'm not all out of Ethereum or anything. Just a little profit taking. While I don't see necessarily a moon sign yet on Ethereum, I do see a very reasonable bounce to maybe 38. Probably right where I sold. To about 3,800. Probably today, tomorrow. We have descending highs, descending lows. We're painting some kind of channel to the downside. Probability tells us that we break to the upside on descending parallel channels. So does just observation. Let's see. Yeah, I can see that. I like the reaction here to the 618 retracement. Beautiful. Couldn't be more clean. It's almost too clean. Maybe I don't trust it. There we go. Looking okay. Not really the energetic move that maybe I was hoping for off this. Ooh, that kind of looks janky on low time frames. Let's get off low time frame. We don't need that poison in our brain. We don't need that. On the day, Ethereum does have more downside with very little issue to its bullish trend. It did get close. 37.25. It got pretty close today, but we still do have an unfilled daily candle back here from the 25th of May before our rally. Trading down to that level does not really do anything. In fact, Ethereum will have to be all the way under 3,500 to actually be in danger of something, of anything. At the moment, it put in the higher high. It has a lot of room to the downside, and it's still in an uptrend. I think Ethereum is going to break 4,000. I don't want to say in May. We got 2 days left. May, June. Let's say Q2, Q3 of this year. I think Ethereum puts in an all-time high within the end of the year. You know, I haven't done this in a while. Haven't done the big fib on Ethereum. Though I think I have the numbers memorized, so it doesn't really matter. Let me see. Nope, I did not have the numbers memorized. I thought it was like 8. Here we go. You want bull market targets for Ethereum? I will be the big sad if Ethereum makes it up here. The big sad. Our 1618 extension, 14K for Ethereum. Is that a good target for the bull run? I think that's reasonable. Almost seems too small. Almost seems too little. That'd be only a 200% move from its previous all-time high. Maybe we have to set our sights higher. How about a $27,000 Ethereum taste? That's only 450% from the all-time high. Those really aren't that crazy. I'll be sad at 25K. I'll be like, I sold $10,000 worth of Ethereum and it's like, would have been 100K now. I'll have the big regret. Anyway, Ethereum not moving, lots of downside. I like where it's at. Just got to start closing candles to the upside. 4 hours starting that, but man, that is not nearly enough to get excited. Not even a little bit. Just the tiniest little green candle, 0.27%. Hardly even green itself. But you better bet I'll be watching Ethereum closely, as I do every day. Watching, waiting. Bitcoin being spectacularly boring for us, as it always does during our live streams, hanging out underneath our potential invalidated uptrend on very low time frames. You know what, let me actually make these lines perfect before I say that. There it is. Yeah. Almost no matter how you draw this uptrend, recent price action in the last few hours has moved below it. I guess we can keep nitpicking and moving the goalpost and do it this way. Still moved below it, but at least we're above it for now. I'll keep it this way because that's a little more optimistic, a little more bullish. A little bit more. Would not surprise me to see Bitcoin trade back down, as I said earlier in the episode. 65.1, maybe even as low as 61.5, something like that. But at the moment, I don't really know why you'd be betting on that. You had a big energetic move to the upside. Your macro has painted out what is only possibly described as a giant inverse head and shoulders. Move back to 65.1 and you have yourself a back test of the neckline. Move to the upside. I think that's too clean and easy. I really think that this is just going to blast off from this. I don't think we're going to get a clean back test, but I said that on the way up and we did, so I'm wrong. Shiba. Yep, I actually said I was going to look at it and I forgot. Thank you, my friend Taidu. Thank you, brother. Keep me on track here. I haven't looked at this chart in a while. Maybe I should have. I don't think I've looked at this chart. Oh, that didn't hit. Wow, we got skunked. I got so close. I'm actually going to start a new chart on Shiba because this one is a nightmare. But I'm going to do it really quick. Do it quick for you. What's good, Flipper? I see you subscribing. Super Stefano, my guy. Brian Kendall. Brett McMoon. What a wonderful name. We need more people like Brett McMoon here. All right, let's go into the SHIB. Tweeted about SHIB finally waking up potentially. Let's see if that's true. SHIB now back to April's open. About a 10% move. 2 days and 7 hours. I think that's pretty likely, honestly. I think it's pretty likely. If we don't make it to April's open on SHIB, a retest of May's open in June, back on the table, looking I mean, that just would be pretty likely. It's about a 20% move to the downside. Either way, painting support or resistance here, and we'll have to just see which direction it breaks out. Let's finish our top-down analysis here on the chart. Man. Not a lot of these levels here. That's pretty much how I would view this chart. Let's throw our fib on. There it is. What we see here. Always. Just always and forever, man. The 618. Just always. It's always in play. It's always being... Prices, markets, always moving to this freaking 618. From its all-time high, it fell to its bear market low, and in March, reached that beautiful golden 618 retracement. That's where we saw April kick in, retrace price a little bit. Now May's fighting to get it back up. On the monthly, for like a larger time frame analysis, we have to see a move outside of this range, but let's go in. There we go. This is why I was waking up. Since that high in March, all through April, SHIB has really struggled, despite its other Doge brethren making moves to the upside. Really struggled with lower highs, looked very bad even to the start of May. Very bad down here. But it has, I think it was just in like the last day or two, here we go, has changed its tune. You know, I'm starting to get similar FLOKI PEPE vibes. Hold up. All right, kinda, a little bit different. But kinda. Broke its downtrend, walked down the trend, and popped up. That reminds me a lot of FLOKI, PEPE, all these memes going on. Obviously, big resistance sitting above us, but you are finally putting in higher highs and higher lows. I think that April open, the 10% move to the upside, is on the table. And I don't want to say, oh, it'll be in May, because that's not a big time frame. But that does look kind of likely here. Does look pretty likely. Low time frames looking pretty fresh. Actually, money flow coming up. Momentum remaining positive. Man. Let's look at this upside down quick. Looks pretty good. I don't think I can say any more. I wanted to have more analysis on SHIB. But that April open, man, I got to see what happens there. You see a savage rejection from there, and everything else is off the table. You see a close, you see May retake it, and things get very spicy very quickly. You have very little resistance above you. You've cleared the 618, so as soon as you start closing candles up here, you've cleared it. Look to the left. Where would you even find resistance? You have a big inefficiency up here from the all-time high. Down about 50% move, so 100% void up here. Here is some efficiency, but I think that's what we're battling right now. Literally right now. You look at the big chart, and this is just like one big Bart Simpson upside down, isn't it? I'm going to set my alert on SHIB at that April open, so 00003. And honestly, we'll update it then, because I don't know what we got. I don't know what else we could get here. RSI nice and low, creeping up. Actually, market cipher B, higher low on money flow, a little gumdrop, momentum moving up with VWAP. All right, I'll make the call. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again, guys. Not financial advice. My opinion, we hit April's open before May close. That does not give it a lot of time. The similarities, though. Let me pull up PEPE quick. These similarities, I keep seeing them on the meme coins. It's wild. You got the descending trend. You broke it. You started walking down, and you just then made the most beautiful moves ever. Resistance hit, higher low, break resistance, back test. Confirm support, move higher. Here we are. We slayed PEPE. Slayed it. Might be a little late for the PEPE. Might need to wait for a little retracement here. But FLOKI was moving really similarly. Let's see how that played out. Dang. Same thing, though. You know what? SHIB might look more like FLOKI. I can almost not... I almost like can't tell which chart is which. Hold up. Down, up. The only reason I can tell which chart is which is because FLOKI went back to the all-time high. Rejected there, at least for now. We'll see how that settles up today. But you can almost see it. You can almost see. Actually, can I do this? Is this going to let me do this? Hold up. About to do a science experiment. Can I do this? Will it let me do copy? Hey, oh, it did. I didn't know you could do that. Apparently, you can copy bar patterns and put them on other charts. There you go. Do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see it? Yeah, it's likely. We did Link, we did Turbo. NVIDIA chilling, being a dick, taking away attention from Bitcoin. I hate you, NVIDIA. Actually, I don't, but I wish that you would let Bitcoin run more. NVIDIA is just beasting. All right, what else are we looking at? We've been live 48 minutes. I need some suggestions. I've been ranting. Let's see if I missed anything. Raj subscribed. I see, bro. Copying is fun. Fetch. Link nosedived. I heard me talking about it. Sir, this is a Wendy's, not a nosediving place. Where do you see this? It moved down a few pennies. I don't know what you're worried about. Personally. That's not bad. If you'd had seen this, that'd have been bad. This just looks like what it's been doing. Hit resistance, higher low, break, back test support, move higher, higher low, hit resistance, open for that higher low. Who knows, man? Who knows? I'm just sharing what I'm seeing. I'm not too worried about that little dot. We hope you are correct. Me too, man. 𝐒𝐻, 𝐗𝐵𝐍, man. BCH, of course. BCH. Solana. I said Cardano. And say I would do it. I just said it. I just said Cardano. I think about dot. But I was just pulling something up and I got interrupted. What was it? Crypto friend, dude. Yeah, exactly. Crypto friend. It's crazy to think that Bitcoin is just trading at its previous all-time high. It went above it, just casually, just chilling. It is weird. It is weird to me. BONK's fine. No change on BONK either. There you go. Dual screen it. Check BONK. PEPE has been blowing everyone's minds. It's wild. Let's see. Did you do the FLOKist prediction? I did. We did. Meme. Chiliz. Yeah. Someone asked about Chiliz earlier. I'll pull up Chiliz. We haven't looked at that chart in a while. I want to pull up charts that we haven't looked at in a while. Because we keep going over the same ones. It's like Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's go over different stuff. Let's go over stuff we haven't looked at in a while. What's up, MISPA 1976? How you doing, MISPA? Thanks for subscribing. Good to have you here. Should join the Discord. Chili's not looking bad, man. Chili's actually looking pretty good. One of the few here, Chili's, that is already bullish engulfed April's open. About 15 cents. 2 days, 7 hours to go. Chili, hold on to the 15-cent mark. And man, 23 cents seems very easy peasy. Good bullish engulf. It's actually just under 15. Look up to your next resistance. 23 to 28 cents. This likely lines up. Yeah, right in between the 618 and the 0.5. That looks good. Let's go back down to this day. Basically where you fell from. Chiliz is seemingly kind of like ahead of some of these other charts. That's not what I meant to put on, but I'll leave it up. See, I want my market site for B. I want my LuxAlgo, the LuxAlgo, the Luxler. Zoom in. Uptrend, no surprise. LuxAlgo caught that rally again. What a wow! That was a great signal. That was actually good. On the week, looking for that strong close on Chile. Did these colors change, or am I colorblind? I am colorblind, by the way. Ooh, on the month. We have not seen a lot of those those up arrows, buys. We haven't seen those. Dang, Chiliz. I might be underestimating. Chiliz might be doing that full, maybe going for that full 618 retracement. 30 cents. NVIDIA just set off an alert. We're going to flip over to NVIDIA quick. NVIDIA moving higher today, it seems. How many hours left? 2 hours left on trad. Yep. Hold up. I got to throw NVIDIA in the title. See if we can bait them clicks in. NVIDIA. NVIDIA. Yo. Now it's not going to move. Or is it? These green candles, man. Does anyone else feel like NVIDIA is stealing our green candles? Like, these are the green candles Bitcoin is supposed to have. It's just stealing them. There's no such thing. What's up, Milad? Milad Akby. How you doing? Boxies. Soul. I can't even pronounce it. SOLCEX. Check out Samo. Coin's going crazy. Going crazy. 90% on week. Have you heard? No, I've never heard of either of those things. It's on his first meme coin. Weird. Want to check your bros stunk? Your bros stunk. NVIDIA stole the ring. I think it's just got the attention right now. He just got the spotlight. What's it gonna do? I saw Leonidas, whatever his name is, on Twitter. I saw him tweeting about dog breaking out. I don't think I've ever looked at it. I need to re-alert link because I'm still very much waiting for it to break this. Oh, I already have an alert. Sweet. I don't even know if I can find dog. Ordinal. Ooh, Bitcoin may be shaping up here. Maybe. It's taking its dang time, guys. We have 1,400 beautiful, intelligent viewers here, but unfortunately, only 283 of you were beautiful and intelligent enough to hit the like button on this stream. Could you double check? Double check, make sure you've hit it. Let's get them likes up. Let's get 420 likes. It's a very reasonable number for us. Dog tether, is this it? Okay, well, it's breaking out, so maybe this is it. It's traded for like 10 days. Meh. All right, let's do it. This is all we can really do anyway. Dog has broken its all-time high of like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. Using our FIB tool, connecting that first day of trading down to its lowest point since. That gives us 1.1 cents at our 1618 target. I think I'm going to go ahead and, for whatever reason, just round this to 1. That's still a pretty big move. 58% gain. Measured move target, 180. 1.8 cents. It's like a 200% move. 177. I don't own any dog. I don't know if you do, but you might look to take profits at 1 cent, maybe 1.8 cents. I'm certainly not going to buy on this green candle, but there could be a trade made here. A trade could be made, sir. If we see dog hit that 1 cent mark and start to fall back down, or heck, even if it does it before 1 cent, looking for that previous all-time high, the most boring textbook trade, and those are always the best. We're right back at 0057. You could have bought below this price any day except for today. So if you're all of a sudden interested in buying it today, you're probably FOMOing. Take a breather. Every decision made in the moment in trading is the wrong decision. The right decisions are made with planning, patience, and thought. Remember that. This is pretty much all the analysis that we can do on it. I know I'd love to wave a magic wand over it, say some other stuff. There's no chart history. It's at all-time high. Look for those psychological numbers, that 1 cent. Dog. It's going to be hard not to say Doge. Dog. Looking very good to hit 1 cent. Looking very good to hit 1 cent. What do you guys think? Do you hate it? Do you love it? Do you wish there was more? Probably. ERA anchor. Litecoin looking good on the 1 minute. Yeah, I bet it is. Bet it is. Dog was created with the having. I don't know. Who knows? Probably. Chat is mild on God. Mike Bennett's dog to the moon. What about not coin? I don't know. People are asking for charts, but I've seen no one. I've seen no 2 people say the same chart. It's just like the same people saying the same chart. Like what does the crowd want to watch? What does one person want to see? What do we as a group want to see? What would be constructive? Let's do this. Let's see what's trending. Let's see the biggest gainers. Refresh in the top 100. Ondo, Matic. And do Tia on Freer. Maybe. Shiba Inu, we looked at Shiba, we looked at Chiliz at CUI. All right, WorldCoin. Someone did ask about WorldCoin. Maybe other people did. We already looked at Turbo, my friend. We already Turbo broed. Dude, dog with hat. You know, I have that in the title. Maybe I should pull it up at least for a second. WIF. Kind of interesting. I expected to see the same chart as PEPE or as like all the other memes. Not really. Although maybe. Now I'm just seeing what I want to see. Yeah, that doesn't line up. I mean, maybe this way, but I really am just seeing what I want to see then. Walked it down, moved up. WIF looks like it's going back to $5. That was a crazy call when we made it. I can't believe it actually went to $5. Just shows you. These fibs, man, they're real. If you break $5, maybe looking as high as 850 as your 1618. Honestly, I would just take 10. I would just take 10. 10 is just, you have all this confluence with these fibs up here at different levels. That just makes it complicated. 10. Breaks $5. I think it's going to move to 10. We haven't gotten there yet. Still a ways away, but if it's going to follow the rest of the memes, that's looking pretty likely. Ooh. Sitting right there. Want to see that close like $4. Get above that resistance band. Send it to 5. Hopefully break it. Hot fill inch. Bonk. I pulled up bonk. I thought. There it is. I pulled it up. There's really not a lot of change here. Did hit our TP1. Let's go. I don't like this trade, but you could make the argument of resistance, break, backtest, move. I don't like that though, honestly. I don't think that's a good trade. I think that's just rushing it. It's just like forcing a trade on it. If BONK trades back to 2.8, about 25% downside. If it trades back there, which it's not guaranteed, this would be a nice play. I could see a trade being made from there slightly higher than our entry initially. BONK breaks its all-time high, probably looking for like a, what is price now? Dang, 100, 250% move. You see that? BONK's just stairway stepping its way into the heavens. I don't own any BONK. What price was WIF launched at? I have no idea. I have no idea. It looks like its first day of trading, it was 15 cents. That's my answer. 𝐒𝐈𝐆𝐍. I haven't pulled up 𝐒𝐿𝐼𝐼 in a while. 𝐒𝐿𝐼𝐼 was struggling, dude. 𝐒𝐿𝐼𝐼 looked so good like earlier in the year and then just started struggling. Still doing the same thing. We did see Link break out of whatever pattern we're going to call these. Bear flag. 𝐒𝐿𝐼 at least is putting in higher lows. It looks to be painting a flat top somewhere like 73 cents. I think you see 𝐒𝐿𝐼 trade back to like 70 or 97. 95 cents. I think that happens. The one thing I don't like though about 𝐿𝐼's chart now is this low, man. It really bonked up the chart. You were looking very good, very strong. You're basically just following Ethereum in this massive flat topped higher low pattern. You didn't break your low, but like, man, that took some of the energy out of my sales for it. What's up, Saeed? Malad. I think I already got that one, but I like that name. Malad. You can see we were looking for a long all the way up at $1. Got riggedy wrecked. Maybe the monthly has some insights for us. Does kind of look like one giant flag there, doesn't it? What do you think? One giant flag on 𝐿𝐼? I guess. This thing just can't catch bids, dude. What happened to 𝐿𝐼? Did they change something? Did 𝐿𝐼 like change the supply? I don't know. Their CEO, who is it, like do something bad? Like what's going on with this? It's weird. I don't really get what's going on with it. It feels like there's something else in play. Just like not following the rest of the market. Corn not moving. Link chilling. Turbo chilling. Total chilling. Ethereum not looking like it wants to bounce there. Yikes. My God, we might have some more down today. That is a weak arse bounce. NVIDIA chilling. Come back to you, Shiba. Everything dumping a little bit now. Everything getting a little dump, except for Chiliz. For some reason, except for Chiliz. Chiliz doesn't seem to be following the dump train quite yet. Actually put in a higher high in the last hour. So close. So close. Oh, man. It's Wednesday. I was up at 6 a.m. Went to the gym. It's a Wednesday. Feels like a Wednesday. Solana, dang, it didn't hit the short, man. Just shy of that short. Solana looks good, actually. Solana just keeps looking good. I hate it. I don't like Solana. That looks good. Just looks like more of the same. More of this. I still think Solana's moving to 200, probably like 208. Breaks that, going back to all-time highs. Just a waiting game. I haven't checked out BNB in a while. I'm going to pull up BNB. I'm just going to do the big caps because gotta. I still think this is like the biggest sleeper. It made this move out of the peak FUD and then just held the high. Nobody talks about BNB anymore. Meanwhile, just at its previous all-time high, not selling off. I think it's a sleeper, man. It's going to perform eventually. XRP 𝐒𝐳. I'm going to take a wild guess here without looking. XRP is at 50 cents. 52. 52. Not doing anything. We'll come back to you, XRP. Wake me up when XRP moves. We're going to do Cardano. You got your wish, Cardano. Damn, you know. Kind of more in that Matic field. Meaning you hit the high, higher high, you're in an uptrend, then you broke that high, you haven't made a higher high yet. The only kind of good thing though, ADA did establish some very strong support down here. Blasted through. You could argue this is all one big backtest of resistance. 43.5 cents. It's looking like the flag. We saw Link have a very similar flag. Broke out to the upside. Maybe Cardano's gonna follow. Don't see it on the weekly yet though. A lot of charts. A lot of charts doing the same thing here. Honestly, I feel as if we saw Link break to the upside on this bear flag. I said we're probably gonna see more coins do this coming out of that same pattern. I think you get 62 cents. I don't know what's going on with ADA either. Man, it's like ADA, Matic, just some weird vibes on it. Let me see. This is what I was talking about for anyone who didn't catch the beginning of the episode. I said we saw a lot of charts do this. Bear flag. That's where we're at with ADA, it seems. Link broke out. So because Link did it, we might look for other charts to do it. Here it is. Broke down, bear flag. Break to the upside. If you look back to your 618, you're looking for 61 cents on ADA. I think that's not a bad bet. What else is in the top now? Toncoin. Does anyone in here, who owns Toncoin? Toncoin's giving me like FTX vibes. Not that they're FTX or something, but it's giving me FTX vibes because no one talked about it. I'd never heard of it really. I think I'd like looked at the chart a few times and then out of nowhere, all of a sudden it's in the top 10. And even though it's at the top 10, it still doesn't seem like many of us at least have it. And that's like kind of what happened with FTX. All of a sudden they were the biggest exchange, yet nobody in here used it. I don't know. A little sus vibes. A little sus. What do you think? Who owns it? Who owns Ton? You got some Tom. All right, Mike. Volume. I bet the volumes are minuscule because who owns this, dude? Nobody owns it. I mean, you can't really assess volume this way. You can say there's more volume here. I'd have to go look at the numbers. Certainly it gained more volume on this rally. But it's just something is red flaggish. I've got red flags. Doesn't mean it can't go up, man. Doesn't mean it can't go up. Doesn't mean it can't pump its brains out. Oh, we didn't get stopped. Let's go. $5.50. Looking to retest that 760. This chart looks more bullish than the rest. Gosh darn it. $762. Break your all-time high. Looking for 1050. Looking for that 1050. Ton likely, and we're talking peak bull market though. Ton likely move into that like $18 mark. This is when the rest of the crypto market is much bigger though. I don't think it's possible for it to get there at the current size. That's our 1618. Boom. Right up there. Who owns it? Ton sus. Exactly, real boss. Exactly. Ton and not are similar. They got the same letters in their name. They're a palindrome of each other. Bro, who gonna buy Bitcoin? From the top. No matters. ETF. Kunal, I'm not really sure what you're asking, dude. But you did end your sentence with, do you think investors enter the market from tops? Yes. Absolutely, dude. Yes. Retail investors enter at the top and sell at the bottom like clockwork. In fact, I don't think there's ever been a time where retail has been buying Bitcoin when it wasn't at the top. Sorry, fam. Josh, it didn't read your thing. I don't know why. Maybe my counter thing is broken. I don't know. I know you want to look at GFI because it just hit the entry from the last time you asked about it. GFI at 335 just hit the long. Looking for a move. $5 back to the high 621. I don't want to see this move under 3. I don't even want to see it move to 3. That candle has already been covered by a wick. Yeah, maybe I should have done 320. That weekly is open. 320 is about as low as I want to see this go. There it is. Ton supper sauce. Distribution on Ton. Why would you think it's in distribution? Like, I'm not making fun of you, but why do you think that's a distribution? All-time high. Did break your low. That's like the only bearish thing I can even come up with. Basically retested your high. Back to that previous resistance. Like, I don't see distribution. I see accumulation. Especially if this is dicks around sideways. If it does something like this, then I would say it's probably distribution. Falling back below 550. Trading sideways there. I don't see distribution yet. If anything, I see a higher low. And I think a retest of 764. Market Cipher worth it? I like Market Cipher. I use it every day. That's my answer. What was I doing? I was looking at Ton. No, I wasn't looking at Ton. I was looking at something else now. What was it? GFI and stuff for Josh. Yep. An arrow. Ugh. I actually haven't. I always like cringe a little bit when I look at arrow because, man, it looked savage the first time I looked at it. Have we hit 144 on arrow? No, we have not. Doesn't look terrible, though. Doesn't look terrible. It looked pretty terrible down here. Looks like you've moved up, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So what could we do? I think realistically, we could move this trade. We could change it up to look like this. 3-1, just basically to your daily resistance, 128. Basically banking off the play of we are seeing a series of higher highs and higher lows. And if that remains true, I want to be long. If that is not true, I no longer wish to be long. That's why the stop placed gently around May 23rd's low, looking for a play like this. I think that could jam. That could play. That could do. What do you think, Josh? Josh killed it with Turbo, though. I don't want to blow up your spot. Josh killing it with Turbo. A lot of you guys did. Well done. Your birthday soul. It's your birthday soul when it's your birthday. Birthday soul. It's not suspect at all. Their ecosystem is huge. It is a sus, man. It doesn't mean it's evil. Doesn't mean anything. It's we as a community are a big community, and just nobody talks about it. No one seems like they're into it. Yet it's in the top 10. It's a little sus, man. It is much better to just acknowledge that that's a little sus and move on than it is to just be like, nah. It's not going to help you. Not going to help you anywhere. Oh no, I lost the message. I lost the message from the guy talking about, do I think that investors buy the top? Man, that was such a good question. Because of course they do. I wanted to dunk on it. It's okay. SHIB Soul Pepe's Litecoin. You know, I haven't looked at Litecoin in a while because it hasn't given me any alerts. We'll pull up Litecoin. Do it. I think we've only gotten, this might be the lowest subscriber stream in a long time. That's okay. Wild though. I wouldn't have guessed. Maybe I got like 30. Usually we do like 100, 200, 300. Making its way up. Definitely doesn't look great right now. Still waiting for that move to a 94. We called the retracement. Went lower than 80. Looking for that move to 94. Really don't have much of an update. Man, we called 𝐂𝐴TO so long ago. So hard. Wait, what happened here? No. What happened here? TradingView did that thing. That's okay. We have the footage. I even clipped it, man. Literally, we call right here. We called this. Dang. That's so annoying. I was just gonna like drop the bomb, like check this out. It's not right either. Yeah, 𝐂𝐴TO doesn't look bad, man. Against Ethereum, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. You moved up to your measured move target. You retrace nice and healthy styles. Now you're back up here. Next upside target. If 𝐂𝐴TO breaks its all-time high against Ethereum, gonna be looking up here. Currently at 1600. Gonna be looking at like 4700. Like 2 or 3x. This is against Ethereum, guys, remember. So that doesn't have much to say about the dollar value, right? Ethereum, if Ethereum moves up and it makes this move, then it's really putting on gains. If Ethereum moves down and it makes this move, it might stay pretty similar in a dollar value scenario. As soon as you break that high though, look for just under the 5,000 mark. That's what I would say. That's why I'd look to take profit. Chart looks good though, man. We thought it looked good back here. We caught such a slick entry. I'm very sad that TradingView goofed this up. We'll have to go back and find it. I know I have like a screenshot. If not clips. Okay. We didn't snipe the top, but we got gosh darn close. This was the original trade. Right here. It was to 9993. 2 measured move hit. Great. But this was a sick trade. This is like 900%. Yeah, from 1,000 to 10,000. One of the better trades we've done in a while. In the Hall of Fame. In the Crown Hall of Fame. Looking for a break on that day, and things are looking spiffy. Looking real spiffy. This market is so sideways. Oh my god, it's so sideways. I appreciate you, bossing guy. I'm not trying to give you like a runaround on it. We've been live an hour and a half. I've been up since 6 a.m. Bitcoin is like ready to make its move, but you know what it's waiting for. It's waiting for me to end this stream, as it always does. If you're out there and you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. Join the Discord, discord.gg/TomCrown. Sign up with any of our sponsors in the video description below and get your free VIP access in our Discord. Special shout out to LuxAlgo and MetaSignals, the best in the business, both offering a free trial if you use my link. What do you got to lose? Risk-free trial, baby. Sign up. LuxAlgo, MetaSignals. Great stuff. I'll see you guys on Friday or in the Discord later today. I need to go eat. That's all. Love you, fam. Crown out.